When we talk about economic growth, we usually think of progress, but progress doesn't always mean safety, either from others or from ourselves. Using Gapminder, I analyzed how GDP per capita relates to intentional homicides and suicide mortality from 2000 to 2021. In general, countries with higher GDP generally cluster at lower homicide rates, especially in Western Europe and much of East Asia. But that pattern doesn't hold everywhere. Many Latin American countries continue to have high homicide rates, even as their economies grow. So, rising income doesn't automatically mean public safety. Colombia and some Eastern European countries showed declines over time as political institutions and law enforcement got stronger. Meanwhile, the United States saw a sharp rise around 2020 to 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic. These trends show that governance, inequality, and the presence or absence of organized crime shape violence outcomes. The same is true for suicide. Globally, rates have declined since 2000, but the patterns vary. Post-Soviet states like Russia, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia started with very high rates and saw them fall across the 2000s, though many remain higher than Western Europe and East Asia. Japan's decline has been slow and tied to national prevention efforts. South Korea remains comparatively high. China shows one of the steepest declines, connected to rapid urbanization and reduced access to highly toxic pesticides, and in lower income settings. Lower reported rates often reflect undercounting and stigma, not lower distress. So, again, economic growth does not guarantee mental health. Outcomes depend on social support, cultural norms, and access to care. Gapminder makes it possible to visualize these patterns. The animation shows countries moving over time, not just static snapshots or isolated data points. There are limitations, missing homicide data and uneven suicide reporting, but the overall message holds. Economic progress does not automatically translate into human well-being. Safety and mental health depend on institutional stability, equity, and strong social support, not income alone.